Okay, here's what I've figured out on how to get that piece of the kitchen cabinet, this piece here, that there has to come out, because that screws to your drawer face there, and then that locking mechanism, it clicks in place once it's there. So these are the steps that I've worked out to do it, because you have to release, you can't take that out, you can't fit it to the other, it's two screws hold it to the cabinet face. So this is what I did. Also, there's your adjuster for left right, that's left right adjuster, and that's an up down adjuster. So when you loosen this off, just loose, and when you turn this, I'll do that again, when you loosen that, and then you turn, this is your up and down adjustment. You'll see the whole mechanism moving up and down, but that's not the bit you want at the moment. This is the piece you want. You can just see it. Just try and get it there with my screwdriver. It slots in there. There's a little wee plate in front of it. Push it in there. So now the screwdriver, you can see it's engaged. I'm going to come up here better. It's engaged in that, and then you turn it clockwise in this case, because you want to get that cam to go up. See that? And when I did, that came out, and that's the bit you want. And that's just easy. And then when you get this fitted, this piece fitted to your kitchen drawer face, you basically can click that back into here, and then you just do the reverse. You turn this star screw, which you can see obviously now, turn it counterclockwise, that cam will drop back down. You're basically forcing the cam to go down, and that locks it in place. And this is for Novo kitchens that we got from Trade Depot, and I see it's called a Rebon drawer system, R-E-B-O-N, and it says A3 by the looks of it, or A3 and A5 depending on your size. So that's what I'm dealing with anyway. So that's part one of it. Alright, here's the next stage of these Rebon drawer assemblies. This is the fitting that came out of this piece here. Basically just get them tightened up. Alright, and here's the next one here. Both of those in. It doesn't matter which way they go up, because your side to side adjuster, it's it'll go either way on these. Right, that one's ready to go. I'm just using my sofa to put these together, because this is your expensive perfectly finished face and you don't want to scratch that. So I was looking at cardboard, and our cardboard's a bit dirty, so just make sure you got something really clean or soft to put it on. And then yeah, and the next thing to do is you take one of these here brackets, and you want that internal edge, so it has to go like this. There's your internal. This is down because I worked out that's narrower at this end. So I think this is like the knife drawer of the 3 set. and just do the opposite of what I did before. Whip round the side here and get your screwdriver in the slot, see it there, and then turn that to lock it, which should be anti-clockwise. Yeah, that's just locked in now. Had to stabilize that top, that's why the camera left you for a moment. And just, this is what I do anyway. They're recommending in these instructions that I got, there's no written stuff hardly at all, and what they're showing is assemble it that end first. But to me, this is easy. This is how I did my first one, and then you've got something stable to work with. So then the next bit, we'll put the other one on, and then we'll go and do that top piece. Moving ahead now, what we're going to do, you've got two of these. These are for the back end of your drawer, and these slot into your factory fittings that I'll show in a minute. So just get these set up on here, mark them, and then I just do a slight pre-drill with a small drill. It's probably like a 4mm. I had to guess it. Don't go too deep when you do it. And you got two of them, so just whack them on identical. Doesn't matter which side they go, this face, it looks exactly the same on the other side. It's factory. It's got your sealed ends all the way around. So here's your screws. There was like a heap of them in the pack of these. And yeah, I may have used too many on the bottom of the drawers, because I see these have 4 holes, but I don't think there's enough screws to do all 4 holes, so we'll see how we go. I might have to get some more. There's the directions, that, as you can see, they're not good. It's like very short on written explanations, and it's all in Chinese on this one. Okay, this is pretty much all you need to do for your pre-drill. I'll flick that out of the way. As you can see, you just give it enough to break through. That's plenty. I'll tell you what, that drill looks bent, but it's still doing the job. And just the same at the other end, and that's those done. And then you screw them on. Okay, these are just the ones that have to be screwed in. I'm just going to have to put this down a bit and line this sucker up. Sorry about that. So that's done now. You want those lined up so that that top face, that might be still a little bit high, because I figure that should be, that piece there should be level with that. So worst case, bring that down slightly, make sure of it. Then you've got nothing hitting when it opens and closes. That's just the same level. Here's the other end. Okay, now we come to the part where you need to assemble this. I've flipped the drawer around. This piece here on both sides, it goes in there. It's like a locator. I'll just get that started. Go to the other side, do the same. And I still haven't tightened up that there, so that then it's easier to align this. So I should just be able to push. There you go. That's gone in there. And just going to lift that up a bit. And that's gone in there. Then flip this up, and you've got your drawer bottom slides in there. Then you put the screws on it. Okay, here's the drawer bottom. I'm going to attempt to do this one-handed. Get them lined up. Obviously, come in nice, straight and level, and then they go down good. Take all the way to the bottom, like so. And, a couple of bits to clean up there. Right, and then flip that over, put your screws in. I just flip it right upside down because it seems to hold pretty well. And do some pre-drilling on those, and then that's everything secured. Okay, once again, pre-drill your holes. Just break the surface. Just gives your screw something to bite and do without going off where you don't want it to go. And if you're like me and you're working on your wife's beautiful 1-month-old carpet, clean up as you go. Right, now we're ready to put screws in, and then that is the bottom done. Okay, put these screws, set them up. I'll tell you what, now I understand why these YouTube guys, they probably have a GoPro mounted on their head, because doing this one-handed, it's not easy. Right, that's ready for the next stage. Flip it over again, and actually this one's ready to rip because it doesn't have the slide rails that the big ones have. The big ones have a slide support rail. So that's a deeper drawer, see? Has that, so you don't need to do that. But I'll show you how to fit that on my last drawer, because it's a fiddly thing. Slots in here, it clicks into place. First you wind it in up in here. You can see there, as the piece winds in, but I'll show you that. Okay, here's the last bit of detail that I didn't show on the previous drawer, because that was a lower one. This is a full-size one with a rail. And what you've got here is this piece here is sitting on there normally, so take it off. There's a little sliding piece here that you just slide back to reveal all that. What I just do is push these in. I don't know if this is correct, but this is what I've been doing. So come to the other end, and you've got to basically slot this in. This here has to go in like this. See, it's got a couple of spring clippy bits. It has to go in that piece there. I don't know if I can do this with a camera, but I'll give it a go. Let's see how we go here. Yep, got it to go in. And what I do is take that end there, click that in. You have to do a bit of adjustment, click it in, and then slide this piece over. I think that's just for tensioning that up, but when you do that, it winds out at the other end. So I've just been leaving it as it is, just so that there's no movement there. And that's the final stage of these drawers, apart from you've got these that came with your pack. Once you've done all your up, down, your side to side and your up and down adjustments, you put that back on there, and that just makes it all neat and tidy, covers everything up, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully this is some help and you don't go through the drama I did, taking like a day to figure this out.